As I think that most of my viewers are of standard 12th, they are giving their 12th board or they are preparing for competitive examinations. But I just thought that why not bring something from for my juniors as well of standard 10th. So we all know that standard 10th is the first milestones of our lives, and the first board examination, it is like hyped like anything, that okay, you have got your boards and everything. So it is one of our kind of milestones which we have to achieve in our lives as the first step. Okay, so I just thought that why not share my strategy of how I scored 96.6% in my class 10th board examination. Also, a disclaimer that I am from the COVID batch, so I did not give my 10th board examination, but I was damn sure prepared for the examination. You can see that this mock test of mine, like our school took the mock test, so I scored 78 out of 80 in my mathematics subject. And this was held on 5th of March 2021. Okay, so like COVID was there and all around the corner, so there was a quite a dilemma that whether the exam will happen or not, but ultimately it did not happen, so I couldn't do anything about that. But I was damn prepared, and if I would have given the examination, that I would have scored much better, like more than 96.6. But that isn't a matter of fact here. So what am I gonna do in this video? So I'll be analyzing my mock paper. Okay, so most of you would have given your mock test still now of class 10th. So how do you need to analyze your mock paper? Because we were provided with our answer sheets and we were allowed to take it home. So I took it with me. So I'll tell you that how did I score 78 in my mock test on 5th of March 2021, and what was my strategy for my board examination as well, and how did I prepare for that. So without any further wastage of time, let's get into the video. So this was you will get a board paper of yours like this only, so you'll have to bubble. Like for the first time we are given this OMR kind of thing, so now that we are quite used to it, but for the first time, like we are really very very excited for like how we'll bubble and all. So for that you have to bubble like this, and then you'll have to fill your details, and here this will be, I guess, tiered out. That doesn't matter. So additional sheets, whatever additional sheets you will use, you'll have to number it, and you will have to number the additional sheets so that the serial is not mismatched. So you will have to write the numbers, so please keep in mind that you have to do that. And now let's jump into the analysis of the answer sheet. Now you will be given a graph sheet. If there is a question for graph, then you will have to attempt it over here on the graph sheet. Now, so I started my question paper from the section B. So like there were sections divided in the question paper. You all know section A, section B, section C, and section D or E. I don't remember now that how many sections were there, but I started from section B. So I wrote part B, then question number 21, and then I started the working. Okay, so this was how I did it. And I used to draw the diagram, let the coordinates, okay, and then I used to put a diagram, I used to put a line over here. Okay, so yeah, now like you have to completely utilize your answer sheets. Like you are not you should not run short of your answer sheet. Means you have given proper space, and you have been provided with a lot of extra sheets also, so you should utilize it properly. Okay, so do not hesitate to take extra sheets or do like that. So keep your answers very clear, neat, and presentable. Okay, so you can see here. So yeah, I used to do give space between the lines so that everything is clearly visible, and I did not used to compromise with my extra sheets. I used to take it. You can yourself see that I had taken 5 extra sheets. So coordinates, so the final answer I used to write like this, and it was of 2 marks, so I got 2 marks. Okay, so the teacher corrected it. Now next question. So here a trapezium needed to be drawn, so I used a pencil for this drawing this, and then I had to prove, I think, if I'm not wrong. See, given, to prove, construction, prove. So you have to write accordingly. Okay, spacing should be there between the lines, and then okay, so here it is. So therefore the final result should be there, and hence proved should be there, and see, I got 2 marks. Okay, now most of the time it's good that you should draw the diagram So it really, you know, makes the examiner happy that okay, you have drawn the diagram, so it becomes more clear. So given, obviously you have to write, then to find, then solution. Okay, so you have to write like this and then answer. Put the answer in a box so that it is clearly visible, so the teacher need not hustle to find the answer. Now here, this was a construction. Okay, this was a construction, so do it properly and do not just, you know, write it and rub it, write it and rub it. Do not make it dirty and haphazard. Do not do that. Please keep it as clear as possible, and always use a sharpened pencil to draw the diagrams so that it is fine and clear. Because obviously construction, so you all know that it has to be done in a proper way, and labeling should be there. And do not use pen anywhere. I have always used pencil. And tangent to the circle from point A and from point Q. So the construction was done, and I wrote that in with the pen. Now attempting the or portion. So when I was attempting the or portion, because you have you sometimes are given with the internal choices, so you can attempt any of the one. So when I used to attempt the or portion, so I used to write it over here, the or I am attempting. So the teacher, you know, gets used to get a clarity. Okay, the student is attempting the second part of the question. Now sine A is okay. Okay, now cos A and then tan A and cos A I had to find, I guess. So yeah, Pythagoras theorem, I wrote the formula and then put the values, and then I got. Again, I was attempting question number 26. So I had written it over here and I wrote or, so that the teacher does not miss it. Okay, so I'm attempting the or portion. Okay, so the third term is given, seventh term I had to find, and then something I did. And yeah, see, I always used to put my final answers in box, so it gives a clarity to the teacher. Okay, so that they do not miss the question. Okay, and I used to properly utilize all the pages, very properly utilize. I did not used to hesitate. Okay, some of the first term is 20 term is 740. So I wrote it like, therefore some of the first 20 terms is 740. Properly you have to write it. Now question number 27, root 19 was the answers. Okay, so yeah. Okay, my god, how much I had to attempt. Okay, what have I written over here? Okay, so like this is like for 3 marks, I guess. Question number 27 is for 3 marks. Okay, I had to prove that 7 minus root 19 is irrational. Okay, that is why I had written so much theory. So again, you may tend to write theory also. So for that, always give spacing between the lines. Okay, do not compromise on neatness. Okay, so properly utilize it, everything. Okay, and okay, I had to prove it that it is irrational. That is why I have written such a theory. So you can take an idea for that. Okay, again, I was attempting the or section, so I wrote it over here, or. Okay, and then I put the final answers in box. Therefore its fifth term is 0. So always have a habit of writing the final answer at the end. Okay, question number 29. Okay, I always put it in box. So how much time you need to have, you know, you just have to like do it like that. So it really gives a good impression of yours on the examiner. Now again, UV proper working has to be there. Okay, do not skip the working thinking that the teacher will understand it by themselves. They already know the answer, but they are checking that whether you know how to present it or not. So please keep it in mind. Okay, so probability, first I had written the formula, and then the working. Number greater than 3, number between 3. Okay, so this is class interval. Okay, so this is from that probability wala section. Okay, we know mode. So okay, so you have to keep on writing the formulas. Okay, you cannot just do the working. This is board's examination, so you have to be very precise with the presentation also. Okay, hence mode is 70. Please write it at the last. Okay, now, so first write the formula for mean, and then class interval and everything. See, proper spacing needs to be there. Okay, so yeah, like that. Okay, so now I'll be using extra sheets. As I use extra sheets also. So yes, so as I was saying that okay, so from here, like my main answer sheet got over, so I took extra sheets. So okay, so this was my extra sheets. So again, I was writing, so I got 3 marks. I put the final answer in box. Okay, now comes the question number 5 marks questions. So I had to draw the diagram first. Obviously I did not use pen at all. I always used pencils for all the labelings and marking, and then I started to write my answers. So the final answer I put in box, and everything whatever you know, you have to explain it, and do not bluff, and do not just beat around the bush. In mathematics paper you have to be very precise and very scientific with your answer writing. Okay, so do not write anything. You have to be, write in the language of mathematics. So write accordingly and draw the constructions, and then okay, so I got 5 marks. See, this was a 5 marks question. So what, so what, that I will write anything or I will write a lengthy thing? No, not like that. You just have to be clear with the answer. You have to write the correct answer, that's it. Okay, now again, class interval. Okay, I underline it in with pencil. Okay. X data. Yeah, I hope it's visible. So again, I got 5 marks over here also. Some median and mode wala question was this. Okay, then again I had this again a proof, I guess. Okay, yeah, given, to prove, construction, and then proof. Okay, so Pythagoras theorem, equation 2, equation 1. So like that you have to answer. Okay, you will have to draw the diagram also with pencil whenever there is a proof. Okay, now yeah, so here adding equation 1 2 3 4 we get okay, so hence proved. So here it was that I got 3 marks out of 5 because I had forgotten the proof for this question. So out of 5 I got 3, and 2 marks were deducted over here. And what did I do? That I just knew some of the things. So whatever I knew, I wrote it on the paper, and then what I did, that hence proved. So this was, the teacher caught me over here that I shouldn't have done this. So obviously this is not right, means how she wrote here, that how. So this is also a trick. Okay, so if you do not know the answer to the question fully, then whatever you know, you should write an attempt. You will get some marks, so you can gain marks such way. Then part A, so I attempted part B. Okay, I guess the part B was for 3 and 5 marks, and part A was of 1 mark each. Section 2, part A. I started from the back, question number 17. Okay, 17, 18, these were all 1 mark questions. So I never used to write only the option. I also used to write the option, like the word for that option. Just do not write 1 2 3 or 2 like that. Do not, just write the option, like the word for that option also. So it also gives a clarity to the examiner, and it gives a good impression of yours. Okay, you can do that. Now again, so what I used to do was that I also used to do rough. Obviously in maths examination you have to do rough work also. So for that, do not use the question paper, the last paper of your main answer sheet, or if you take an extra sheet, so you do the rough work on that thing. Okay, so you can attach it at the end of your paper, so that will not hamper your answer sheet. Okay, so do that only. It's a better thing to do. Okay, so question number 19, 20. Okay, again I used to do all my rough work over here, so like for calculating answers and all, and I used to cut it, and I used to do it with pencil, and I cut it at the last, so the examiner will know that this was for rough. Okay, see, again I have done here also. Now comes part A, section 1. So this is like question number 1 2 3. So these are of 1 mark each, and I kept it for the last because at last what happened is that we do not have enough time, and we leave the question like 5 marks questions. So that is so really, a nightmare for the students to leave 5 marks question. So why not start with it and then end with 1 mark questions, so that even if less time is left, only you will lose 1 2 marks. Okay, if you leave 1 or 2 questions. So this was part A, section 1, question number 1 2 3. Okay, I was attempting the OR, so I wrote it over here, OR. Okay, HCF and all I used to write. Okay, yeah, unique solution. Then again I was attempting the OR, so I wrote over here this way. Okay, so this is how 1 mark questions need to be attempted. So these are of 1 marks, these are of 1 marks only, but I have shown the working here also, and wherever working was not required, so I wrote like this. And finally, I guess that finally it was over, and everything I wrote like this. This was question number 16. So part A contained question number 16. So the last question I wrote, and then this was over. So this was end of my paper. I hope that I was able to provide you with some basic knowledge that how you need to attempt your board's paper, and just be calm and composed, and you will do good in your board examination. Do not create such a hype that it's really tough or something like that. There's nothing like that. You will do good. Just keep confidence in yourself. Okay, so if you want for science, so you can tell me in the comment section. I'll come with the science also. So till then, keep hustling hard and keep studying. All the best.